name's Tom Burns, and we're here to react to another video, and this video is called 5 Scariest Cases of Creepy Clowns. Now, as you can see, this video is by Rob Dyke, one of my favourite YouTube channels on YouTube. He's brilliant. I really enjoy his videos. The way he does it, you know, way he tries to make it into like a proper show. I love him. He's brilliant. So I can't wait to watch this one. The link to the original video will be down in the description below. If you like this video, go to his channel, give him a thumbs up, subscribe to him. He's absolutely brilliant. And if you want more reaction videos from me, hit the subscribe button down below. Here we go then. This is going to be...
Come one, come all, step right up and be amazed by our next act. The clowns. These delightfully dark jokesters with bizarre names and freakish behaviors. Crazed individuals who hide their faces behind paint. Strangers who are severely unstable and take overwhelming joy in pain. I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, what's not to like?
The music's so creepy.
In late August 2016, police in North Carolina received calls from worried parents who reported that several clowns were attempting to lure children into the nearby woods. Hoax or not, authorities found it far from funny, but apparently the joke was only just beginning. From North Carolina, an epidemic of creepy clown sightings spread across the country, with incidents reported in over 24 states and even overseas in the United Kingdom. Most of these clowns are seen stalking neighborhoods and cemeteries or standing by roadsides, terrifying those who pass by them. Several children were even chased by clowns wielding weapons, and several schools were put on lockdown because of clown-related hoaxes. Many schools have banned clown costumes for Halloween festivities to avoid adding to the hysteria, but so far it seems the clowns may be in more danger than the public. After sightings began near Pennsylvania State University, a large group of students gathered to embark on a massive clown hunt, and recently one clown was beaten by a group of people he'd been following. But who are these clowns and why are they appearing now? Most believe the rise in sightings has to do with the upcoming Halloween holiday, but theories have ranged from a viral marketing campaign to a clown cult to a social media craze making its way across the globe. But why do so many of us fear clowns? Psychologists say it's written in our genetics. To survive as a species, recognizing safe, friendly faces is crucial, but because clowns have distorted and exaggerated features with grotesque smiles or frowns frozen in place, we can't know whether they're harmless or intend to do far more than frighten us.
Marlene and the Clown.
Married couple Marlene and Michael Warren resided in a wealthy community in West Palm Beach, Florida, where they also had a successful business together. From all appearances, they had a happy marriage while also maintaining a working relationship, but appearances are often deceiving. In May of 1990, Marlene opened her front door and came face to face with a clown who was carrying a bouquet of white and red carnations and 2 silver balloons. Flattered, Marlene reached for the gift, but before she could even utter a thank you, the clown pulled out a gun and shot Marlene dead. Her son heard the commotion and ran to his mother, catching a glimpse of the assailant speeding off in a white car. The investigation revealed only 2 possible suspects, Marlene's husband, Michael, and 27-year-old Sheila Keene, who had worked for the Warrens. Michael and Sheila had often been rumored to have been having an affair, and Sheila was seen buying balloons, flowers, and a clown costume the day of the murder. But both denied the accusations of infidelity and murder, even though Michael and Sheila had something to gain from killing Marlene. Marlene's life insurance policy was in the 5-figure range, and her death meant Michael had full ownership of their properties and numerous businesses. While police believe Sheila and Michael planned and carried out the murder, there wasn't enough evidence to convict them, and on paper, the case still remains unsolved. On October 18, 2013, a large party was taking place at a banquet hall in Los Cabos, Mexico. The party was hosted by the powerful and feared Arellano Felix family, who founded the Tijuana drug cartel. They'd gathered to celebrate the 64th birthday of notorious drug lord Francisco Rafael. After spending 15 years in prison for his drug-related crimes, Francisco was a free man and spent the night chatting with politicians, family, and celebrities in attendance at his party. Around 8 p.m., when it seemed like the festivities were just getting started, a black SUV pulled up to the entrance of the ballroom. Assuming another guest was arriving, most didn't pay attention to the vehicle. A man dressed as a clown, wearing a blue wig and a round red nose, exited the SUV and made his way to the center of the ballroom to where Francisco was standing. There, the clown withdrew a gun from his sleeve and shot Francisco once in the head, point blank, and several more times as he collapsed to the floor. The party turned to chaos, and while everyone flocked to Francisco's side, the assailant escaped in the SUV with his two accomplices. Years later, no official suspect or motive for the murder has been definitively determined. However, authorities do believe that the crime was more than likely orchestrated by a rival cartel for Francisco's unpaid debts and retributions. Eamon Carlock was regarded as an upstanding citizen in his community of Springfield, Illinois. A former minister and youth counselor, he also served on the police force at one time. But beyond work, he also enjoyed performing for children in Sunday school as the Christian clown Klutzo. But Klutzo had more than just magic tricks up his sleeves. Eamon often visited orphan children as Klutzo in countries around the world. In June 2007, he was returning from the House of Joy orphanage in the Philippines when he was stopped for a routine search by airport security. When searching Eamon's laptop and camera, authorities were horrified to find dozens of pictures of naked children, and after raiding his home, they uncovered at least 21 more videos of child pornography. The photos showed Eamon engaging in sexual acts with young boys, and after several orphans confessed that Eamon had molested them, he was arrested and put in jail. While awaiting his trial, Eamon's health declined significantly. He often refused to eat his meals, and his kidneys eventually began to shut down. On November 15, 2007, Eamon was tased following a struggle with prison officials and passed away later that day. His cause of death couldn't be determined, and while he never stood trial, the evidence against him would have been more than enough to find him guilty.
Definitely. Pogo the Clown. I think I've heard of this one.
Pogo the Clown often attended various fundraisers and charity events and made the occasional appearance at local children's hospitals, bringing joy wherever he went. But behind the painted smile was a man who harbored dark and violent desires, a man named John Wayne Gacy. John, who was a father and who had married and divorced twice, was unsatisfied with his lovers, and he began preying upon young boys to fulfill his sexual desires. After sexually assaulting 2 teenagers in 1968, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but was released after just 2, and his violence only escalated following his time behind bars. In 1972, John brutally stabbed Timothy McCoy to death in his home before disposing of the body in the crawl space. During the murder, he experienced intense sexual satisfaction and decided that death was the ultimate thrill. Over the course of 6 years, John murdered again and again, luring young men to his home with promises of work before sexually assaulting and killing them. Occasionally, he would don his clown costume and assume his alter ego of Pogo while carrying out the murders. Authorities later connected many of the missing boys back to John, and his house was searched in December of 1978, where police walked straight into a nightmare. Investigators unearthed 29 bodies in John's crawl space and 4 more in a nearby river, a total of 33 victims. The killer clown was given 12 death sentences and 21 natural life sentences for his horrendous murders, and died by lethal injection in 1994. While he was convicted of 33 killings, investigators believe he was responsible for the deaths of many other yet-to-be discovered missing boys. That's all for now. Be sure to check out my...
Honestly, clowns are are weird because they are used for like children's parties, and they're supposed to bring joy, but in the right setting, and the weirdness of the person wearing the costume, they can be really creepy. They're very strange clowns. They can be very happy, but then they can also be very creepy. It's really strange. I've always found them strange. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed that video. I always find Rob Dyke's videos really interesting. So I enjoyed that video. You should go to his channel. You should give him a thumbs up. Sorry. You should go and subscribe to him. And if you want more reaction videos from me, hit the subscribe button down below. I just want to apologise for my dogs halfway through the video, starting to bark and stuff like that, and I had to shout at them. I apologise for that. It's probably going to ruin this video. But it's the way it goes, unfortunately, sometimes when you've got dogs. So I just want to apologise for that. Again, if you want more reaction videos like this from me, hit the subscribe button down below. Bye bye.